Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and welcome to this lecture. So today under your ARD static series, we will be completing your lecture 5, that is on agrometeorology. And today under agrometeorology, we will be discussing clouds in detail. Okay, so today's topic will be clouds and different types of clouds. But before starting today's lecture, I have to answer the question that I have given you in the previous video, which was, in which of the following a secondary crop is planted to increase or hasten returns from land? Okay, and the right answer for this question is companion cropping. So in companion cropping, we are sowing the another crop in between the previous crop, in between the main crop, so that we can get some extra return. Okay, so that is the answer, which is companion cropping. So today's lecture is lecture 5, and today we will be discussing about clouds and how the clouds are formed and what are the different types of clouds. Okay, we will be covering it in detail. So basically clouds kya hai? Basically clouds is a mass of water drop और ice crystal that is suspended in the atmosphere. So clouds हमने बचपन में सबने पढ़े हैं, right? They are mass of water droplets or ice crystal that are suspended in atmosphere. ठीक है, so they are our clouds which is a mass of water droplet or suspended ice crystal. Now how these clouds are formed? So we have all heard about or we have all studied about water cycle. ठीक है, very easy, हमें पता है कि clouds कैसे बनते हैं. ठीक है, just for the recap, I would like to tell here that the rainwater from the stream, groundwater from the ocean, okay, that get evaporated. So after evaporation, this water vapor goes up to the atmosphere, and there the condensation process happens, and which becomes cloud. Okay, and this water droplets become bigger and bigger and they form clouds. Okay, so this is the process of cloud formation, and this is a part of water cycle. And after these clouds become heavy, they precipitate as a rain. Again they fall on the land surface, and again this water get evaporated through different river sources, through different water sources, and then again it condenses and form clouds. So this is water cycle, and clouds are formed due to condensation of your water vapor. ठीक है, तो ये तो रहा कि what are clouds and how these clouds are formed. Now let us discuss the different types of clouds. Okay, what is the classification of clouds? So basically clouds are classified based on their usual altitude, based on the altitude which they are present. They are classified based on that. Then we have classification based on the particulate composition. Okay, what kind of particulate composition it has, whether it is a water cloud or is a ice crystal cloud. ठीक है, that is the basis of classification one. That is the one of the basis of classification. And then based on their appearance, okay, based on the appearance, how they appear to us, how they look like, based on their appearance and height they are present, that is the one of the basis of classification of cloud. ठीक है, so these are the classification, and let's first start the based on their usual altitude. So the first classification is based on their usual altitude. So depending on the altitude, the clouds are of 3 types. Okay, high clouds, middle clouds, low clouds. ठीक है, so high clouds, as the name suggests, they are present in the high altitude. Middle cloud are present in the middle altitude, and low clouds are present in the low altitude. Okay, now as you can see here, the high clouds, among high clouds, your cirrostratus, cirrocumulus are there. ठीक है, so basically all the high clouds are called cirrus, and when they combine with other type of clouds, then they form cirrostratus, cirrocumulus. Okay, but basic naming is given as cirrus to the high clouds. Okay, then moving on to the middle clouds, that is alto. Okay, then alto naming is there here. Alto naming is given to them, and alto cumulus, alto stratus, sometimes nimbostratus are present in the middle altitude, and they are among the middle clouds. Then we have low clouds. Okay, low clouds are present in low altitude, and your stratus is among one of them. Okay, stratus is the classification. Stratus is called to those cloud, and according to that, stratocumulus, cumulus, and the base part of your cumulonimbus is the part of your low cloud. Okay, now you must be wondering that this cumulonimbus, see, some clouds are vertically extended. Okay, as you can see here that this cumulonimbus is extended vertically. So this cumulonimbus, the top of this cumulonimbus falls under the high altitude, then the middle part is under the middle altitude, and the base is under the low altitude. Okay, so base of cumulus, they are under the low altitude. So depending upon the altitude, the clouds are classified as cirrus, alto and stratus. Okay, then the high clouds are cirrus. जो भी हाई क्लाउड्स होंगे, जो भी हाई एल्टीट्यूड में होंगे, वो cirrus clouds होंगे, and based depending upon the combination they are called cirrostratus, cirrocumulus. Okay, then we have middle clouds. In middle the clouds are named as alto, it can be alto cirrus, alto cumulus. Okay, then at low they are called stratus, and they can be stratocumulus, nimbostratus. Okay, and your cumulonimbus is vertically extending cloud. Okay, cumulonimbus is vertically extending cloud, as you can see in the picture, and it fall under, you know, the top of it fall under the high clouds, then middle is in the mid cloud, and the base is under the low clouds. So that fall under all the categories. Okay, so this is the basis of classification of cloud based on their altitude, their usual altitude. Okay, this is the basis of classification. Now I hope this is clear to you, right? So moving on to the next basis, that is based on particulate composition. So based on the particulate composition, the clouds are classified into water clouds, ice crystal clouds, and mixed clouds. Okay, there are again three classification. So under water clouds, as the name suggests, they are composed of water droplets. Okay, when the clouds are composed of completely water droplets, they are called as water clouds. And then as the name suggests, ice crystal clouds. So यहाँ पे जो आपके clouds होंगे, they are entirely composed of ice crystals. ठीक है, when the clouds are composed of ice crystals, they are ice crystal clouds. ठीक है, then your only cirrostratus and cirrus are always ice crystal clouds. Now see, your clouds can be water type, or they can be ice crystal clouds, or they can be mixed clouds sometimes. Okay, it depend and it can vary. So it's not like कि अगर एक क्लाउड आइस क्रिस्टल है तो वो हमेशा आइस क्रिस्टल ही होगा, या वाटर क्लाउड है तो वो वाटर क्लाउड ही होगा. That will vary. Okay, and only your cirrostratus and cirrus is always ice crystal clouds. ठीक है, this should be clear to you. Now then we have mixed cloud. Mixed cloud means where we have water droplet as well as ice crystals. ठीक है, these are called mixed cloud, where we have combination of water droplets as well as ice crystal. Then your cirrocumulus can be mixed. Okay, cirrocumulus can be mixed. Okay, it is saying it can be mixed, and your cumulonimbus is always mixed. So cumulonimbus cloud is always a mixed type of cloud where your water droplet and ice crystals, they both are present. ठीक है, then altostratus is nearly always mixed but occasionally be water. ठीक है, your altostratus is mainly mixed but occasionally there can be water cloud. So that is why I'm saying that we cannot say okay, this particular cloud is water cloud or ice crystal clouds, right? So that will vary. So now I hope this is clear to you that what is water clouds, what are ice crystal clouds, and what are mixed clouds. ठीक है, so this was the another basis of classification. Now based on their height and appearance, clouds are classified in 10 genera. ठीक है, WMO, that is World Meteorological Organization, they have classified clouds based on their height and appearance, how they appear to us. They have classified it into 10 genera, and the classification is under 4 family. Okay, there is family A, family B, family C, and family D. And the height level and they are high level clouds. Your family A is high level clouds of extending up to 5 to 13 kilometers. Then your family B is medium level cloud, which are extending up to 2 to 7 kilometers. Then family C is under low level cloud extending up to 2 kilometers, and your family D are clouds with large vertical extending. Okay, large vertical extending, as I was talking about the cumulonimbus, they are large vertical extending which are extending from 0 to 13 kilometers. Okay, so they are that are under family D. Clear? Now this is the classification. यहाँ पे आपको here you must remember that there are 10 genera, very important 10 genera, and there are 4 families. And what is the altitude, what is the height of this basis of this classification? First is 5 to 13 for family A, that are high level cloud. For family B it is medium level, 2 to 7 kilometers. For family C it is 0 to 2 kilometers. While your family D is exceptional case where there are large vertical extending clouds of from 0 to 13 kilometers height. ठीक है? So now I hope this is clear to you. Now let us discuss one by one ki what all cloud come under family A, what all come under family B, C and D, right? So talking about family A, they are high level cloud, right? The altitude is 5 to 13 kilometers. Now under their family A, the first type of is cirrus. The very first type of cloud is cirrus cloud. Now here you must remember कि cirrus how they appear, okay, इनका appearance कैसा है, because the classification is based on height and appearance, ठीक है. तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि ये appearance में कैसा है, then only you will be able to identify कि okay this is cirrus or this is the cirrocumulus and so on, right? So your cirrus cloud look like wispy and feathery in appearance, okay, they are delicate and silky in appearance. Now as you can see in the picture, these such type of clouds, these are very silky, feathery in appearance. So such type of clouds are your cirrus clouds, and your cirrus clouds are ice crystal, ठीक है. In your cirrus cloud ice crystals are present and they are feathery in appearance. Sun rays pass through this cloud and sunshine without shadow. So there is no shadow effect because they are very light, they are very feathery, they are very transparent. So there is no shadow and they do not produce precipitation. ठीक है, so such cloud do not produce precipitation. So under your cirrus, you have to remember that these are ice crystal clouds. Their appearance that they are silky in appearance, feathery in appearance, and they do not produce precipitation. And you must remember this picture कि जब भी cirrus का नाम आए तो आपके दिमाग में ये पिक्चर आनी चाहिए कि ओके ये वाले clouds. एंड कभी भी आप अगर whenever you see the sky and you find that this type of cloud is there, you should able to recall that okay this is a cirrus cloud. Okay, now moving on to the next, that is cirrocumulus. Another type is cirrocumulus. So here you can see that white globular masses are seen. Okay, you can see that white globular masses are seen and they look like ripple sand or wave of seashore. ठीक है, you can see they look like waves of your seashore. So such type of clouds are called as your cirrocumulus. Cirrocumulus cloud, and they are transparent with no shading effect. यहाँ पे भी they are transparent, there is no shading effect, and it is also known as mackerel sky. ठीक है, whenever these clouds are present in the sky, that is known as mackerel sky. ठीक है, this is a term given to this kind of situation. So that is you must know that this is mackerel sky. ठीक है, यहाँ पे आपको पता होना चाहिए ये कैसे दिखते हैं. They are white globular masses, they look like waves of sea, and they are ice crystal. Okay, in this clouds ice crystals are formed. ठीक है, now I hope this is clear to you what is cirrocumulus. इस फोटो को देख लो and then try to first see the picture and then try to remember, then try to relate with the content and then try to remember it. Okay, so this is cirrocumulus. Then moving on to the cirrostratus cloud. So this is the third type of family E, under the family E. So here family A, sorry. So here like the above two clouds, ice crystal are present in these clouds also. ठीक है, so here in these three ice crystal are present. So as see these are very high clouds, they are very high level clouds. So at high altitude obviously they have the ice crystal. ज़्यादा ठंडा होगा, the temperature is so low, there will be ice crystal. So here we have ice crystal in all of them, and in this they look like whitish veil. Okay, so they cover the sky like a whitish veil, as you can see in the picture also, and cover the entire sky with a milky white appearance. ठीक है, and they produce halo effect. So for your cirrostratus you must remember that they produce a halo effect. You must remember this from this picture. ठीक है, अब इस picture को देख लो, you can see that they are producing a halo effect around the sun. ठीक है, and they are covering the sky like a veil and giving a whitish appearance to the sky. So such cloud is your cirrostratus cloud. Okay, whenever you see the halo effect in the sky, so you must recall that it is a cirrostratus cloud. Clear? Now I hope all these three types are clear to you. Moving on to the family B. So in family B we have medium level clouds and the altitude is 2 to 7 kilometers. Okay, so under family B, first is your altocumulus. First type is your altocumulus. So in these clouds ice and water is present. Now ice plus water are both are present. Now we are coming downward, right? We have studied about the highest level. Now we are coming downward, altitude is decreasing. So here ice as well as water is present. They are grayish blue globular masses, as you can see in the picture also, and they look like a sheep back. Okay, you can see that it look like a sheep back, it look like a wool. ठीक है, also known as flock clouds. That is why it is also known as flock clouds or wool packed clouds. So whenever you see a clouds like a sheep back or wool packed cloud, so that is your altocumulus cloud. Clear? So here you have to remember that they have both ice as well as water crystals, and the cloud look like sheep back and also known as flock clouds or wool packed clouds. So whenever you will get in the question that wool packed cloud or flock cloud, so that is your altocumulus. Okay, that type of cloud is your altocumulus. हो गया? Clear? Then we have altostratus. The next type is your altostratus. So here in this cloud, water and ice are present. ठीक है, they are present separately. Look like fibrous veil or sheet and gray or bluish in color. ठीक है, they also look like a gray, or they are gray and bluish in color and look like fibrous veil. Then produce coronals and cast shadow. ठीक है, so this type of cloud now cast shadow and rain occur in middle and high altitude. In such clouds, rains occur in when they are present in middle or high altitude. ठीक है, so here what you have to remember, you have to see the picture and they produce a fibrous veil. ठीक है, we in the earlier we saw that produce a in earlier saw that your cirrostratus produce a veil. ठीक है, whitish veil. This is a whitish veil, and when it is a fibrous veil, that it is a altostratus. Clear? So now that was about your altostratus and altocumulus. Moving on to the family C. So family C is low level cloud. Now we have reduced the altitude and now we are at 0 to 2.5 kilometers, right? Now in this, the first is stratocumulus. ठीक है, these are stratocumulus and they are these clouds are composed of water. Now we have reduced our altitude, so now the water will now the cloud will have only water. ठीक है, they are soft, they look soft and gray, large globule masses and darker than altocumulus. They are darker as compared to altocumulus, as you can see in the picture also. They are darker. Okay, they are long parallel rows pushed together or broken masses. The air is smooth above the clouds but strong updraft below. Okay, so the above this cloud the air is smooth, but below it is quite strong and updraft occur below these clouds. Now moving on to the next, that is stratus. We have next type, that is stratus, and this is composed of water. Now again we have reduced the altitude. Now cloud will have only water, like, right? So they do look like, these clouds resemble grayish white sheet covering entire portion of the sky. Now whenever, see, you can see here, this is your stratus cloud. Whenever you see a grayish cloud which is covering entire sky, so that is your stratus. ठीक है, and these clouds are mainly seen in winters and are responsible for occasional drizzle in this winter season. Okay, so whenever you see any type of cloud that is a gray in color and covering the entire sky, that is your stratus cloud. Clear? Then we have nimbostratus cloud. Now these clouds are composed of water and ice crystal. Now see, nimbostratus cloud is present in between the high altitude and mid altitude, and here they are having water as well as ice crystal. ठीक है, and they look thick, dark gray and uniform layer which reduces daylight effectively. Okay, they are thick. Okay, and they can reduce the daylight effectively. कभी कभी होता है ना, अंधेरा हो जाता है एकदम से. So these clouds are responsible for that. Okay, and then sometimes after this effect there is a steady precipitation. So these are those clouds which are responsible for those that effect and steady precipitation, and they look like a irregular broken shapeless sheet like. ठीक है, as you can see in the picture also, they are irregular broken sheet. ठीक है, they are not covering the entire sky, they are irregular and broken, and sometimes they are responsible for the darkening and also for steady precipitation. Clear? Now I hope these three types are also clear to you. Moving on to the family D, that is a large vertical extending clouds, and the altitude here is from 0 to 13 kilometers. Okay, so they are large vertically extending clouds, as I was talking about the basis of when we discuss the classification of cloud based on their usual altitude. Okay, so here we have cumulus and cumulonimbus. We have two types. Now your cumulus is composed of water with white majestic appearance with flat base. ठीक है, your cumulus is composed of water. ठीक है, they are vertically large extending and they are irregular dome shaped, look like cauliflower. As you can see in the picture, it look like a cauliflower. ठीक है, whenever you see such clouds, so it is your cumulus cloud. with full pack and dark appearance below the sky shadow, because they see below there is a shadow because they have the shadow effect. ठीक है, whenever the sun rays are not able to pass through this cloud, so they produce a shadow effect. You can see whenever you see such type of clouds, they are your cumulus cloud. These cloud usually developed into cumulonimbus cloud with flat base. ठीक है, further they can develop into cumulonimbus when they combine with the nimbus cloud, so they can form cumulonimbus cloud further. ठीक है, so such combination also happens. Okay, clouds fuse together and they form two types of cloud fuse together and they form a different type of cloud. ठीक है, then we have cumulonimbus. Cumulonimbus cloud are upper level of these cloud poses ice and lower level poses योर वाटर. ठीक है, सो अपर लेवल में आइस होती है, लोअर लेवल पे वाटर होते हैं. ठीक है, बिकॉज दे आर लार्ज वर्टिकली एक्सटेंडिंग, सो यू कैन जस्ट रिलेट फ्रॉम देयर. एंड दीज क्लाउड हैव थंडर हेड विद towering and will top develop vertically. ठीक है, so basically these clouds have thunder head, means they are responsible for the violent wind, thunderstorm, hail, lightning during summers. Okay, so your cumulonimbus in summers, whenever we see thunderstorm, lightning, raining, okay, that is your cumulonimbus is responsible for such rain and such thunderstorm. ठीक है, so that was under family D, and these were the two type of cloud under family D. Now I hope now classification of clouds are clear to you कि क्या क्या clouds की classification है and how they are appearing. ठीक है, moving on to the questions. Now let us discuss question based on the concept whatever we have discussed so far. So the first question is, the World Meteorological Organization classified the cloud in according to their height and appearance into dash genera. We have discussed it and the answer here will be 10 genera. So basically WMO, World Meteorological Organization, has divided clouds into 10 genera based on their heights and appearance. The next question says, which type of cloud produce violent wind, thunderstorm, hail and lightning during summers? We have just discussed, it is cumulonimbus. Okay, so basically cumulonimbus is responsible for violent wind, thunderstorm, hail, lightning during summers. Then moving on to the next question, which type of clouds are wispy and feathery in appearance? ठीक है, wispy, feathery and silky in appearance. We have discussed this also, and these are your cirrus cloud. Cirrus cloud. ठीक है. Then we moving on to the next, which type of cloud are responsible for halo effect in the sky? ठीक है, we have discussed this also, that one of the cloud is responsible for the halo effect as they are covering the whole sky like a whitish veil, right? And the right answer here is cirrostratus. ठीक है, right answer क्या है? Cirrostratus. Then next question says, which of the following cloud look like a cauliflower with a wool pack appearance? Okay, and these are your cumulus cloud. So wherever we find wool pack appearance, that is your cumulus cloud. Then this is the practice question for you. You have to tell me, according to the classification of cloud by WMO, which of the following does not belong to family A? ठीक है, that are high level clouds. तो इसमें से कौन सा नहीं है? Your options are cirrus, cirrocumulus, cirrostratus, altocumulus, all of the above. You have to do this question. You have to solve this question and do let me know the answer of this question in the comment box. Okay, so that was all for this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Before leaving, I have an announcement that we have launched a comprehensive NABARD guidebook for you, which is your one-step solution to all your queries regarding NABARD and NABARD examination. Not only that, you will also get the decoded syllabus as well as PYQs. And on the top of that, it will provide you the strategy and resources to crack this NABARD grade A examination, and that too all for free. Yes, you can avail this guidebook for free, and for that you have to go to the description box, click on the link, register yourself and avail this guidebook for yourself. ठीक है, so that was about the announcement. And if you are new to our channel, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also you can download the PDF of this lecture from our Telegram channel. So that was all, students. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and I hope you have got the concept whatever I was trying to teach you here. So that was all. Thank you so much.